The time, February 3, 2026, 0450 a.m. The location, the Arabian Sea, 500 miles off the southern coast of Iran. While the world was fast asleep, the radars of the destroyer USS McFall picked up a faint, steady blip. It wasn't a bird, and it wasn't a stray airliner. It was the Shahed-139, Tehran's newest and most dangerous eyes in the sky. This drone isn't a toy, it's a sophisticated reconnaissance platform attempting to penetrate the forbidden circle of the world's most powerful aircraft carrier, the USS Abraham Lincoln. The problem wasn't just the drone's presence, but its behavior. It began maneuvering aggressively, ignoring all international radio warnings. Was this a suicide mission, or was Iran testing the response time of U.S. forces just days before the high-stakes Oman negotiations? Consequently, the order came down from Central Command. Don't just jam it, send the Black Knights to end this. As the order was relayed, the sheer technological gap between the two sides became the focal point of the engagement. The Shahed-139 represents the pinnacle of Iranian aerospace engineering, a massive upgrade from the infamous Shahed-129, featuring an improved turboprop engine and synthetic aperture radar, which allows it to photograph ships through thick clouds and sandstorms. But despite this advancement, the U.S. response was on a different level. They deployed the F-35C specifically, the carrier variant from the VMFA-314 Black Knights. This fighter boasts a reinforced airframe and the largest internal fuel capacity of any F-35, allowing it to stay on station for hours without refueling. The real secret lies in its distributed aperture system, DAS, and the APG-81 radar. The American pilot didn't even need to look out the window. He saw the Iranian drone on his helmet display as an isolated target from miles away. This was a tactical mismatch in every sense, a $100 million stealth fighter against a drone worth a fraction of that, proving there is zero tolerance for any ISR activity near American naval assets. However, the story didn't end with the drone exploding in the sky. Iran's Tasnim news agency released a statement that left military analysts puzzled, claiming that while communication was lost, the UAV successfully transmitted high-definition imagery of the aircraft carrier's flight deck just moments before impact. This raises a terrifying question. Did Iran intentionally sacrifice the drone to obtain a radar signature or live imagery of the deck's aircraft configuration? In intelligence circles, this is called reconnaissance by sacrifice. Iran wanted to tell Washington, "We see you, we know where you stand, and even if you shoot us down, we already have the data." This brand of brinkmanship is exactly what keeps the region on a razor's edge. Consequently, while the debris of the Shahed was sinking in the Arabian Sea, Iran was preparing an immediate response elsewhere, the Strait of Hormuz. In a coordinated attack, 6 IRGC fast attack craft attempted to intercept the MV Stena Imperative. This vessel isn't just a tanker, it's a U.S.-flagged commercial ship with a history of supporting lead Navy logistics. Targeting it was a direct hit to the supply chain. Iranian boats ordered the captain to stop engines and prepare for boarding, but U.S. forces were ready. The USS McFall intervened immediately, supported by F-16s launched from land bases. The ambush failed, but it proved one thing. Iran can shift the battle from air to sea in hours, threatening global oil markets that instantly saw prices jump toward $68 per barrel. To understand why these clashes are intensifying now, we must look at what is happening inside Iran. The regime is facing its worst domestic crisis in decades, with hyperinflation and protests spreading to over 100 cities. Therefore, those sophisticated drones like the Shahed-139 are the larger versions of the tools the regime uses internally to hunt protesters. The IRGC uses facial recognition and aerial surveillance to crush dissent. When the U.S. shoots down these drones, it's not just destroying a military asset, it's a blow to the security grip of the regime. Tehran is trying to export its crisis, creating a foreign enemy to justify domestic crackdowns. Even the Starlink project has become a battlefield, with the U.S. deploying Task Force Scorpion Strike to keep Iranians connected while the regime tries to cut them off. All this fire in the sky leads to a fateful date, February 6, 2026, the scheduled high-level negotiations. There is a struggle over the geography of diplomacy. The U.S. wants a multilateral summit in Istanbul to ensure a comprehensive deal covering missiles, drones, and nuclear issues. But Iran is resisting, insisting on Oman and demanding a bilateral format. Why? Because they want to isolate the nuclear issue from their regional activities and lift sanctions without giving up their proxy influence. The Trump administration, led by Steve Witkoff and supported by Jared Kushner, is practicing kinetic maximum pressure. They're at the table, but the threat of high-precision military confrontation is the loudest voice in the room. In the end, the events of February 3rd weren't just a drone shoot-down, it was a test of will, a reminder that the line between routine surveillance and regional war has never been thinner. Iran is betting that the economic cost of war will stop Washington, while the U.S. is betting on technological superiority and internal Iranian pressure to force a surrender. Now the question is for you. Do you think the destruction of the Shahed-139 will force Iran to back down in Oman, or are we about to see an even harsher Iranian response? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more exclusive military analysis on Hour Zero, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thanks for watching.